All right, welcome to this explainer. Today, we're cutting through the hype and breaking down the ingredients and real-world reviews of a massively popular K-beauty innovation. If you've spent even 5 minutes looking into skincare routines, you already know that sunscreen is the absolute non-negotiable final step. But let's be real, theory and practice, they're two completely different things, right? So let's dive straight into this universally relatable problem. Dermatologists are always telling us we need to reapply our SPF every 2 hours. But why is actually doing that so incredibly difficult? It's the ultimate daily dilemma. Trying to slather sun protection over a fully baked face of makeup, or trying to rub it in while you're literally on the go, commuting or traveling. Well, it's just a messy, inconvenient chore, and absolutely no one wants sticky hands when they're out running errands. And that brings us to the core dilemma we face every single day. On one hand, you have traditional liquid sunscreen. It's messy, usually pretty greasy, and you gotta rub it in with your hands, which, let's face it, is not exactly sanitary when you're away from a sink. But on the flip side, you've got a solid roll-on stick like the KAHI Balm stick. It promises targeted application and a totally mess-free, on-the-go experience. Sounds like the perfect fix, right? But does reality actually match the promise? Let's find out. Section 1. The K-Beauty Solution. Enter the KAHI Aqua Balm stick. They market this little guy as a sun defense miracle balm. And hey, the claim here is huge. It's a highly sought-after Korean sunscreen stick balm that's supposed to just glide effortlessly right onto your skin, throwing up a shield against harmful sun rays with a super robust SPF 50+. And get this, it promises to do all that without any greasy feel and absolutely zero white cast, just a smooth, completely invisible finish. Now, you might have noticed that PA++ on the label and thought, what exactly does that mean? Well, let's bust some of that packaging jargon. PA simply stands for protection grade of UVA. Those four little plus signs, they literally mean it offers the highest possible defense against the aging effects of UVA rays. You see, while SPF measures UVB rays, those are the ones that cause you to sunburn, the PA rating tells you how well you're protected from the sneaky rays that are actually responsible for long-term aging, fine lines, and deep cellular damage. Section 2. Anatomy of a Miracle Balm. Okay, so there is some seriously complex science packed into this tiny little stick. The formulation uses a patented French innovation called Filmexcel technology. Basically, this creates a natural double mesh. Think of it as an invisible, highly breathable biofilm barrier sitting right on your skin. So, what does that actually do? It's designed to protect you without feeling heavy, keeping your skin totally shielded without that awful, suffocating, clogged pore feeling we all dread when we put on thick sunscreens. But wait, it's not just a physical barrier. The formula is also heavily focused on botanicals. The balm is infused with a fermented oil blend sourced directly from Jeju Island. And we're talking about 74 hours of sincere fermentation here. This blend packs in schizandra berry, Cape jasmine, turmeric, and lithospermum root. This super potent mix is specifically thrown in there to purify pores, improve your overall skin clarity, and soothe the skin so it looks vibrant and fresh. Beyond just sun protection and botanical soothing, let's talk about how this doubles as an anti-aging tool. The KAHI Aqua Balm features low molecular salmon collagen-derived sodium DNA plus salmon proteoglycan. Wow, that is a mouthful. But basically, these specific compounds are engineered to reduce fine lines and actually enhance elasticity over time, supposedly locking in moisture for a whopping 48 hours. It's really meant to add volume and strengthen your skin barrier, kind of acting like an all-in-one beauty balm. Section 3. The real customer verdict. So, looking at the actual data from Amazon across 248 global ratings, the KAHI Aqua Balm is sitting pretty at a very solid 4.3 out of 5 stars. In fact, it's actually snagged the #1 bestseller spot in the very specific category of eye treatment balms, with over 700 units bought in just the past month alone. Not too shabby, right? When we look closely at the overall satisfaction breakdown, we see that 62% of users gave it a flawless 5 stars, and another 21% hit it with 4 stars. So over 80% of users are rating this thing highly. But hold on a second. There is a notable subset of reviewers, we're talking about 9% in the 1- and 2-star camps, who had some very, very different, much less ideal experiences. Analyzing the written feedback, it's almost like a tale of two products. There's a super clear divide in the user experience. On the positive side, hardcore fans absolutely love that it's highly moisturizing but somehow non-greasy. They're praising its extreme portability for travel and raving about this silky blurring primer texture. But, looking at the negative trends, critics are loudly complaining that the product pills or rolls right off when mixed with other makeup or skincare. Others point out it's just way too small for the price, and a few even mention the finish can feel kind of waxy or chalky depending on your skin type. To give you a real sense of the praise here, listen to this direct quote from a 5-star reviewer. They said, "Glides over moisturizer and sets like a high-end BB cream. I see myself using it when I'm out working." So enthusiasts are really celebrating how it acts as a blurring primer, making those quick, on-the-go touch-ups incredibly easy without completely ruining the makeup look they spend time on. However, keeping things totally objective here, we have to acknowledge the flip side. A 3-star reviewer specifically noted, "Applies smoothly and leaves your skin feeling soft, but it pills so badly this will prevent me from purchasing again." And they aren't alone. Multiple users reported this exact same issue, the balm essentially peeling or pilling off their face in these tiny, annoying little balls right after application, especially if they layered it with certain serums or liquid makeup. Section 4, is it worth it? All right, let's crunch the numbers. The product retails at a discounted price of roughly $13.59. Now, I know what you're thinking. That sounds pretty affordable. But wait, you're only getting a tiny 0.32-ounce stick. When you actually break that math down, it costs a staggering $42.47 per ounce. Just for some context, a standard tube of liquid sunscreen is usually around 3 ounces. So you are undeniably paying a massive premium just for the form factor. Ultimately, it all comes down to weighing premium cost against premium convenience. That tiny 0.32-ounce volume means that if you're using it over your entire face every single day, you're going to be repurchasing this pretty frequently. But on the other hand, you are getting a mess-free, highly travel-friendly SPF 50+ that literally fits right into your pocket and lets you apply it without ever dirtying your hands. So we're going to leave you with this final thought to chew on for your own routine. Does the sheer ease of this skincare innovation actually solve your daily sunscreen dilemma enough to justify the investment? Basically, is the ultimate convenience of a pocket-sized, high-tech miracle balm truly worth the premium price tag? And are you willing to navigate the real risk of makeup pilling to get it? That is the ultimate test of the KAHI Aqua Balm stick. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. And hey, keep questioning what goes onto your skin.